Well, the final six, two teams eliminated, two more to go this week, two cracking games. Who's going to be there on grand final day? Guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to my NRL week 2 of the final tips, predictions, picks, whatever you want to call them. Last week, 2 from 4. We got the Raiders wrong and we also got the Roosters wrong, unfortunately bowing out to the Sharks. I told you that Sharks defense was going to turn up, and that's exactly what they did. And they look like they want to be a team of destiny, and they got a big task heading to Canberra on Saturday night. As for try scorers last week, not the greatest in that department, but we did bag Tyron Wishart, who actually came off the bench. Jonah Pezzett had a fantastic game, and Wishart came on a bit later on to score. But starts on Saturday with the Canberra Raiders, who were leading by 16 points, mind you, up against the Cronulla Sharks, who knocked out the Roosters at home, and now they've got a trip to Canberra, a team they have a poor record against. Some really good battles in this game. You got Adam Fanua-Blake versus Joseph Tarpanay. You got Blake Brayley versus Tom Starling, two crafty little number 9s who have been really good this year. Battle of Kyo Weeks and Will Kennedy's an exciting one. Jamal Fogarty and Nico Hines. Can Nico step up and lead this team to a preliminary final just like last year? Or will the Green Machine be headed for a date with the Melbourne Storm in Canberra? Well, it's a really tough game to predict because Cronulla, I don't take massive things out of their win. I think their defence was good, but I don't think the Roosters played their best football. But arguably, that could have been the Sharks being a great team. I think Cronulla have been so inconsistent this year that it is very hard to tip them, but I think they can keep this game close in Canberra. As for the Raiders, they've got a short turnaround. They will be hurting from Sunday's loss, undoubtedly. I mean, they won the game twice and then didn't win the game at all. Crazy scenes there, but I thought some of the refereeing was awful. And I put my opinion out on Instagram and everyone disagreed, so I was quite surprised to see that. I thought there were some really bad calls in the game. I thought Hudson Young probably shouldn't have been sin-binned. I thought maybe Tarpanay should have been sin-binned for the push coming in, and Reece Walsh has been cleared of any headbutt. And if you want to say that's not a headbutt, go and watch the footage again, buddy. Anyway, for this game, I am going to go with the Canberra Raiders to win this game. I think it will be high scoring, but I think the Raiders at home, I know they should have won last week, but the Broncos got them. And I'll tell you what, congratulations to the Broncos. Payne Haas was injured. Patrick Carrigan was in the bin. Reece Walsh was in the bin. They did very well to win that game, and they snatched it victory from a jaws of defeat, and they did very well. So, look, I'll give Cronulla a chance here to go down to Canberra and cause an upset. But I just don't see the Raiders going out in straight sets. They've been way too good for mine this year. I think it'll be tight though. I'm going to go the Raiders to win 26 points to 20 in this game. And I just love the form of Ethan Strange. He's been in absolutely unbelievable form this year. I think he can carry that on another week. I'm going to back Ethan Strange for first/anytime try scorer and the Raiders to win by 6. Next up on Sunday afternoon at 4 o'clock, I'll be at this game at Accor Stadium. It is the Canterbury Bulldogs taking on the Penrith Panthers. Now, the Panthers got a 24-8 victory against the Warriors, and I do give them credit because it was in tough conditions, but they were capitalising on errors that they forced. They had very good defence. I didn't think their attack was as lethal as it can be. So I worry for the Dogs here that the Panthers could click into another gear. As for this game, you know, it's tough because the Bulldogs have a really poor record against the Panthers, and the Dogs just injuries at the moment. Stephen Crichton, named on the reserves, mind you, which is absolutely mental. Viliami Kikau has an injury. I believe it's an eye socket injury from memory, and he's playing. So all Dogs on board here. Bronson Cherry back, Matt Burton in the centres, Lachlan Galvin and Sexton in the half. Nice game from Sexton last week. I'll tell you what, I actually think the Dogs played brilliant. They went down to Melbourne, and I think they should have shut a lot of people up. It's crazy because they could or probably will go out in straight sets this weekend. But regardless of that, compared to last year, what we saw in that eliminator against Manly where they blew it, and they blew it towards the end of the season as well there with a couple of losses at home. I think they've been a much improved side, and I think they've shut people up last week. They played very good football. Can they get it together one last time for a date with the Brisbane Broncos, or will it be a rematch of the 2023 NRL Grand Final in Brisbane in a week's time for the preliminary? The Panthers, man, they are a tough team. You know, Isaac Tungo, Blaze Taulagi, Nathan Cleary, Mitch Kenny named on the reserves as well. You name it, they just have so much strike across the park. Can they be the team of destiny that wins 5 in a row? I think this game's going to go down to the wire. I really do. I give the Bulldogs a massive chance here. I think they played incredible football and they're being a little bit underrated just how good they were. So that 9.5, I'm smashing plus 9.5 on the Bulldogs here. I'm going to say that in the headlines on Monday is that the Penrith Panthers dynasty comes to an end. And I'm going to predict that it comes to an end off the Iceman, Nathan Cleary, missing a goal. They are going to score late in the game to tie this game up, and they are going to miss that kick. So when all is said and done, I'm going to go with the Bulldogs to win over the Panthers, 20 points to 18 in one hell of an upset, one hell of a finals victory. It's going to take gas out of the tank for their trip down to Suncorp, up to Suncorp, mind you. I feel like the Wings going to score first, so I'm just going to go with Jethro Rinakama to score the first try of the game. The Dogs to win by 2 points, and all it is Nathan Cleary missing a goal after a try to equal up this game, and the Bulldogs eliminate Penrith in a massive upset. So those are my tips for week 2 of the NRL. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Let me know your tips in the comments. Enjoy your football. Remember, Saturday night and Sunday night, no footy on Thursday or Friday, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.